Alright guys, welcome back. ArisingGamer here, ready for another episode of Psychopaths Mandatory Happiness. So, let's begin. Inspector Ganoza, deployment of the drone network is complete. System synchronization is stable. No signs of any hacking either. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. Notify me at once if you find the suspect's vehicle. Roger that. Tsurugi, we're depending on your familiarity with the area. If you were the suspect, where would you go to stay hidden? The place Haruto is likely to go to? Of course, I have so many places. If I wanted to hide, what district was the invisible area? It's not the administrative. Shopping is you would be clear in broad daylight, especially if people are screaming. Industrial district. It is an abandoned area, so that's a likely one, as well as the residential area. Let's go industrial since no one's there anymore. The area is known for its factories. Many factories were crowded together, providing energy needed for the city, which held an important role as the mining base for methane hydrate extraction. But now, with the introduction of drones, the full implementation of automated factories had turned the area into a deserted and lifeless void. The bottom layer of the city was full of unpopulated factories. This area, which contributed to the entire country, completely ignored our presence. How do I put this? It feels really off here. Kind of like they don't welcome outsiders. They don't even recognize outsiders. We are nothing more than foreign bodies to them. It makes no difference whether we are here or not. Kuni, you sure have a lot to say, huh? Well, you just gonna ignore me? Inspector Ginoza, a call from Tsunemori's team. It's me. What's the matter? Gino, it's Kogami. Seems we better finish up this fox hunt soon. What do you mean? At the suspect's residence, we found signs of medicine consumption. Lots of it. What'd you say? A lot of mental supplements and sleeping pills were found in Haruto's closet. Normal drugs which didn't require a prescription, but enough to affect his mental health. It's a race against time. Dispersing our numbers is foolish. Gino, join up with us. You have no right to command. The decision lies with me. Roger that. I'm looking forward to a wise decision. Suddenly, the sound of an emergency call rang throughout the car. It was from Miss Karanomori. What happened, Yayoi? I detected a strange disturbance in the area. Did something happen? I'll bring you up to speed later. More importantly, what have you found out? Oh yeah, we got a lead on Haruto Sato. What? Haruto made a stop at the residential area for a biological need, the restroom. Son of a gun, I was the close one. He was caught by the street scanner, but his hue had already worsened to a dark red by then. There's a high chance he's already become a latent criminal then, so where is he? Unfortunately, missing at the moment due to the hacking. Even the data I just relayed to you could barely be recovered. Can't you show a little more appreciation? Sorry, but I'm gonna hang up. Another call is coming in, most likely from Tsunemori's team. Wow, that's so cold. This is Kukatachi from Tsunemori's team. In a monotone voice, Miss Kukatachi informed us of the results from their investigation from that information. It seemed like the two had been close and even went on dates. The passionate one was Haruto and Shiori, not so much. That's likely why she broke up with him so easily. Their regular date spots had been at the mall, park, and library. Tsunemori's team should be on their way to the library right now. After considering the advice of enforcers Masaoka and Kogami, we determined there's a high chance that the suspect head to the library. That's all I have. You? Nothing worth mentioning. Gino, what do we do now? If we don't proceed according to the clues, we'll only lose more time. I know that. Our choices have been narrowed down. Let's investigate those places that we learned where Haruto and Shiori frequented. The mall, park, or library. Tsunemori's team has already headed to the library. Tsurugi, don't you have any better ideas than those places you just mentioned? You're throwing that at me now? Let me think. Date spot, huh? Park's romantic for date spots. Let's go to the park. We decided to check the park near Haruto's residence. One of their date spots, the library, was within the same area. Could Akane's team already have investigated the area? Considering Inspector Kugatachi's personality, if that were the case, they would have contacted us by now. Well, are we still gonna question people? Because there's nobody here. This Shepherd 1. What? Kino's face grew stiff, and then he said, the location of the suspect has been found. Where? The library. It's over there. Let's go. Only being a short distance away, I ran towards the library. Remember how much we used to study here? It was fun, wasn't it? Say something now, Shiori. Why are you making such a face? Do you hate me? We were together for so long. I professed my love to you, and you told me you liked me too. Oh dear. Stay away. Don't come near me. I just want to be next to you. Just like before, the two of us here. We did nothing but study. Here. Then I got shut down. That was the same time you left Tokyo. It's not my fault. I'm not in the wrong. I didn't do anything. Yeah, right? We didn't do anything at all. So then why did you let me hold your hand? Oh my god. No matter how much noise you make, nobody will hear you. This is an abandoned building after all. Oh crap. It's pointless. There's only the two of us here. We could do anything behind these closed doors, Shiori. Anything. Did you know that? Without any closing hours or people here, we can do anything we want. Oh my god, what am I about to watch? No, don't. No, you don't. You're the one who threw me to the curb. Uh-oh, it's a turning point. Two cars were parked in front of the library, Tsunemori's and Haruto's rental. There was no one in sight, and the entrance to the library was wide open. Here we go. This is Hound 1. Where are you, Tsurugi? The library? I see. We're already here. Those kids are playing hide and seek. This place isn't that big. We'll find them. Kogami seemed to have found something interesting. We'll be going ahead. All of you should get here ASAP. I rushed straight in. As if trying to compete with me, Kagari followed suit, clutching his Dominator. Well, that sure doesn't sound good. Above. We raced up the stairs and then... The deafening roar of a gunshot ripped through the air, followed by a shriek. It was Shiori's. We followed her cries all the way to the broken doorway. The moment we burst through the door, a pungent odor shot up my nose, and then I saw it. Sizzling bits of flesh scattered all over the floor. Among all the blood and bone was Haruto Sato's mangled lower body, still in a straddled position atop Shiori Matsuka, still screaming. Oh, good lord. Enforcement complete. Oh! That was fast. Everything's settled already? Man, I can never beat KO. Or Ko. Forcing a smile, Shu approached Shiori and pointed his Dominator at her. Shu, what the hell are you doing? Looks like it's already too late. Agreed. Oh, and since it's Taku's first time, we should let him take this one. Go ahead and point your dominator at her. As I rated my dominator, I heard this computerized voice. Crime coefficient over 210. Target for reinforcement actions safely released. What the hell? Her crime coefficient was over 200. Hue color pitch black. Even counseling wouldn't help. She was a latent criminal now. Shiori? Miss Tsunemori ran over and knelt beside the victim. Shiori tried to escape, and in her attempt, Haruto's lower body slid off hers. I looked away and took a step back. Shiori's clothes were all crumbled. She must have struggled desperately. I couldn't stand the sight. She's a target for enforcement actions, Tsurugi. It's our job as enforcers to pull the trigger when the dominator seems appropriate. What? It's all good. Just watch your senior in action, Taku. Akane, get away from there. But don't shoot. Shiori pushed Miss Tsunemori away and struggled to lift herself up. Shu fired. The victim's body jolted for a moment, then stopped moving. It was my first time seeing someone shot with a paralyzer. I couldn't help but turn away. My God. What's your thoughts regarding your first case? All the members of Division 1 were waiting outside the room. Miss Kunozuka was contacting our Tokyo HQ, and everyone else was just staring at the crime scene. Excuse me, I would like to pass. Oh, okay. After bowing, Miss Kukatachi entered the room. Ginoza watched her and then looked towards me. This ended regrettably, but it should have been a valuable experience for all of you. Although do not relax just yet, there are many strange things about this case. So, that means it's not over yet. The suspect's accomplice is still out there. Library. The crime lab drones appeared and proceeded with the forensic analysis. Moments before, the emergency vehicle left the hospital. The case was in the cleanup phase. The adrenaline from my first case hadn't leveled off. Oh man, how... I wondered how my hue would turn out. Come to think of it, I had a hue checker. Guess I could just take a look for myself. Well, I see. Well, it was more or less expected. There's still enough time to take mental care supplements. What should I do? Take it. I took the supplement, according to correct dosage, as stated on the directions. Speaking of which, Yukari always read the fine print on the directions of supplements. I should have asked her before, what's the dosage after experiencing such a brutal case? I left the study room and roamed the library. As I browsed around, I found the study reference aisle, picked a random book, classical literature, and flipped through it. You have an interest in the classics? Before I knew it, Miss Kukatachi was standing right next to me. I got flustered for some reason and felt my cheeks begin to warm. Nah, an old friend. Just happened to remember she liked the classics. The woman you told me about before, I presume. Did you have romantic feelings for that woman? What? By my observations, you were needlessly empathetic toward the suspect after you compared how his relationship with the victim was much like yours and that woman you knew. I understand. I get it. Please stop already. Your face is extremely red. Are you angry, perhaps? No, I'm not, but... what was with this woman? Something about her threw me off. I also got a strange feeling of deja vu, like I hadn't known someone like her. You remind me a lot of someone I used to know. That blunt, argumentative way of talking is just like hers. Just like that woman I used to know. Were you and that woman like the suspect and victim in this case? Torn apart by Sybil's judgment. I can't take it. Even if I wasn't worthy of her, does Sybil have the right to decide who we like and hate? I think it's completely valid. Well, I don't agree. Unexpectedly, the woman also known as Miss Droid gazed off in the distance. Befitting oneself, the heart to be, bearing no thought, noble and vulgar, only sorrow to bring, a song of love from the tales of Isle. Are you also familiar with classical Japanese poetry? I dabble from time to time. Dabble? Yet she's recited it so smoothly. Was she being modest? Though I had never heard of that poem, her behavior was very similar and reminded me of... It's the same. Yukari. It's like she's you. A song of grief lamenting a love of differing social class. A man falls for a woman of higher status, gains hope from her behavior, and then suffers for it. Differing social class, huh? People live in society, and society is not uniform, which is why they find their place within the classes. Long ago, that was decided by bloodline, wealth, and at times, luck. Now Sybil shows all. Everyone gains their status by their aptitude. A love that crosses these classes can only end in tragedy. I look for the right words to respond. Don't screw around with me. I don't quite understand. Maybe. Oh boy. Alright, let's go with maybe. That may be true. Thinking back on the woman I knew in myself, I think what you're saying may be correct. So that's an understanding you learn from your own experiences. Learning ability is a useful quality to have. Maybe that's why you were chosen to be an enforcer. Wait a minute. How did this become about my learning ability? This misalignment. It started to feel even more like Yukari. They had different names, appearances, and circumstances. So how could they be so similar? How cruel. Just when Haruto was finally reunited with Shiori, he would have been happy just being able to be with her. Uh-oh. I just got marked as an enemy. I'll have to make sure they don't interfere next time. The abduction case of Shiori Matsukata had concluded, but we, the CID's Division 1, remained in Sato Marine City to investigate Haruto Sato's accomplice. Someone had helped Haruto with large-scale and rapid hacking. Who? For what purpose? And what would their next move be? That case was quite similar to the specimen case. Specimen case? There was such a case a while back. It was quite the nightmare. Kogami, don't be saying such foolish things. How is a bizarre murder and a kidnapping by a high schooler the same? An incident occurred even though the criminal had no means to execute it. Just like that case. In this one, the suspect had an accomplice. Someone with an erratic mind and... Then, there will be a continuation to the current case as well? The possibility is high. Leave the speculations at that. We still have to carry on our duties and other investigations. It's going to get busy. Just as Ginoza said, we were very busy. Along with investigating the kidnapping suspect's accomplice, 2 more cases had been reported. One was the theft of a medical cyborg. The other was to assist with the citywide mental health examination. The cyborg theft case had occurred during the same time as the kidnapping. Moreover, it happened within this hospital that we had set up as our temporary base. The timing of our orders meant that the theft case was deemed a lower priority than the kidnapping, but the fact that we happened to be here probably factored into the outcome too. The stolen cyborg was one of the new models, syncing both physically and mentally with its user while measuring and reproducing their senses, like a clone droid of the user. Like other cyberized tech, it was like an immortal body capable of housing a human brain. In this way, users' thoughts, emotions, and other brain activity were logged. But all logs were stolen with that cyborg, and what happened during the robbery left only more questions. It's like the cyborg started moving by itself. which we're going to have to hold off on continuing the story until next time. Thanks for joining us here. ArisingGamer will be signing off.